Hey, Exotical darlings. This is Coco Exotical. Thank you for being here with me. Today we're talking about how your discipline and self-control makes them mad. Do you ever notice that when you start to eat healthier and lose weight, all of a sudden everyone's a doctor now? Everyone's a dietitian and a health expert. They're watching your plate to see what you're eating and not eating. They keep offering you food and then they get defensive when you exercise your self-control and say no. That's because they themselves know that they don't have the same self-control. They know that they can't say no. They can't pass up any offerings of food. They have an oral fixation with food that's contributing to their big back, but they refuse to make any changes in their lives to lose weight and improve themselves. So when you're doing it, you're holding up a mirror to them and you're showing them their lack of discipline. You have discipline because you can say no to the snacks. You can say no to the dessert. You can say no to the fast food and make healthier choices. You can wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym, or you can go to the gym right after work. And they don't want to do that. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, it's too early to get up at that time. I'm so tired after work. Oh, I don't want to go for a walk during my lunch break. I want to eat. I'm tired. I've been on my feet all day. Nothing but excuses. So when you exercise discipline and you're showing what's possible for them, they don't like it because they know that their mind's not right yet. They don't have their mind right. They're not ready to make the sacrifices and make the choices that they need to make to get the results that they want. So when they see you doing that, it triggers them because they're looking at you saying, my gosh, like if I just did what she did, then I could look like her too. I see her losing the weight, but I don't have the discipline. I tried to have a salad for lunch and then I was starving. So instead of drinking some water and waiting a little bit longer to see if that's going to get me full, or instead of having some fruit as an additional snack since the salad wasn't enough for me right now, no, I decided, this is why I can't lose weight. This is why it's not going to work for me because I get hungry when I have a salad. I need a burger. And that's the problem because they see you having your salad and they're wondering, how can she just have that salad and that's it and feel satisfied? I don't, And instead of trying to figure that out, go to therapy, figure out, your relationship with food, develop a new relationship with food, because a lot of us are raised with a bad relationship with food. We're raised with food being a treat, with food being something that you do to celebrate, with food being something that you do when you're bored. Like food is the hobby. Food cannot be your hobby. Eating food cannot be your hobby. If eating food is your hobby, that's going to contribute to you being a big bag. So you're eating healthy, you're making smart decisions, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing because you want to either get down to a healthy weight or you want to maintain the healthy weight that you have. But now, instead of them taking a page from your book, right, and using you as inspiration and joining you so that they have a friend, it's easier to do a weight loss journey when you have a friend who's on a similar journey as opposed to doing it by yourself. So instead of using you as inspiration, they decide to start watching your plate to see what you're eating and not eating instead. And instead of taking a page from your book and watching what you're eating so that they can eat the same thing too, no, they want to criticize what you're eating. They're offering you extra food. Then they get defensive when you say no. Then they start making little slick comments and taking digs at you like, oh, well, I'm a grown woman. I need to eat. I don't know how you're not hungry right now. Like, did you even eat anything today? Like, I'm starving. Like, I don't know. Or, oh, that's all you're eating. You're eating like a little bird. You're eating like a little mouse. That's all you want to eat? Like, no, I'm grown. I need a full grown woman size, plate. I need to eat like a grown woman. I can't eat like a little bird when you're actually eating an appropriate portion size for one person, right? You're not eating a portion size for 3 or 4 people. You're not piling mountains of food onto your plate because you don't want to look like a mountain. If you're eating mountains of food, you're going to look like a mountain. You're eating portion sizes for 3 people all in one sitting. And then you're going to go ahead and eat 2 more meals after that as well, plus snacks, plus dessert. And then you're wondering why I'm slim and you're not. And then you resent me for it. No. Because the problem is, if they were actually comfortable with their weight and their size, if they're actually comfortable being big, if you're comfortable being a big bag, you're not going to be watching what other people are eating. You're not going to be concerned about what other people are doing. There are women who are big and they're comfortable being big. They dress themselves nicely. They put themselves together. They walk with confidence. They're doing what they need to do. They're living life. They don't care. They enjoy their size, and that's it, and that's all, right? That's not a problem. But they're not comfortable with how they look. That's why they're judging you, right? That's why they're looking at you and trying to make you feel uncomfortable because they feel uncomfortable, right? You know, if they were happy with how they looked and they were happy with their body when they offered you some food and you said no, then that would be the end of it, right? They wouldn't be, oh, you could eat a little chocolate. You don't want this chocolate. You don't want this cake. One piece of cake isn't going to hurt you. One piece of pizza isn't going to hurt you. One fry isn't going to hurt you. Like, why can't you have it? What kind of a grown adult tries to force and pressure another grown adult to eat something that they don't want to eat or to do something that they don't want to do? Like, isn't that crazy? Who does that? You asked the question was asked and answered. Would you like some fries? No, thank you. Okay, that's it. That should be the end of it. Would you like a brownie? No, thank you. That should be the end of it. Why is it, one brownie isn't going to hurt you. One cookie isn't going to hurt you. One piece of pizza isn't going to hurt you. Like, dang, you can't have a piece of pizza. No, because I have discipline. I have a goal and I'm on track to that goal and I am focused on that goal and I'm not going to stop until I hit that goal. That's what discipline means that you don't have. You don't have that discipline and that's why you're angry. You're trying to sabotage me and sabotage my goals and sabotage my efforts because you yourself know that you have no discipline at all. Because if you had discipline, you wouldn't look the way you look. And that's why it's a problem. So they're clearly not happy with the way that they look. They're not happy being a big back beluga whale. And so they're going to get offended when you say no to the food because they know that they can't say no to the food. Right? So then they want to try to sabotage you because they don't want to be the only one left that's fat. Right? They don't want to be the only one left that's a big back. Especially if it was the two of you, right? I'm speaking as a former big back myself. I used to be 250 pounds, right? I'm 5'4". I have no business being 250 pounds. So when I decided, hey, I'm uncomfortable with the way I look right now. I'm not happy at this weight. This is not where I need to be. I have trouble moving around. My joints hurt. My body hurts. I hate the way I look in clothing. I hate the way I feel about myself. No, that's not the person that I want to be. That's not how I want to present myself to the world. That's not how I see myself, and that's not how I want to represent myself. So I'm going to make changes, and I'm going to do better so that I can have the body that I want to have for myself, right? I decided to do that. I ate healthy, changed the way that I ate. I started moving more. You don't have to go to the gym if you don't want to go to the gym. Walk around your neighborhood, right? Take a walk during your lunch break. Just get more movement and get more activity in and put less food into your body, right? The fewer calories that you are consuming and the more calories that you are burning is going to result in weight loss. And the more that you put healthier calories into your body, not junk food, not empty calories that are not going to nourish your body, put food from the earth, fresh produce, fresh vegetables, fresh fruit, healthy grains, right? Healthy carbs, not starchy carbs, healthy carbs that you get from your vegetables and your fruit, not processed carbs, right? Put healthy foods into your body and move your body, the weight's going to fall off of you because your body wants to lose that weight. Your body doesn't want to carry around all of that extra pressure on the joints and on the organs. Your body doesn't want to do that. So you have to care about yourself enough, love yourself enough, have enough respect for yourself to decide, hey, I don't like the way that I am at this size. I'm going to change. I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to change my habits. I'm going to change my eating habits. I'm going to change my exercise habits. I'm no longer going to look at food as a hobby. I'm no longer going to look at food as a comfort zone. I'm no longer going to look at food as a celebratory event. I'm going to use food for fuel, and that's it. I'm going to eat enough to the point where I feel satiated, and I'm going to stop. And I'm going to increase my water intake. A lot of people aren't drinking enough water. You need to be drinking a decent amount of water to get everything flowing in your body. That helps your organs, that helps your kidneys to flush everything out of your body. It's healthy for you. Put down the soda, put down the sugary coffee, put down all of that and pick up some water, right? Do better. Do better for yourself. and stop worrying about what I'm doing. Because that's the part right there. Because I'm not worrying about what you're doing. When I'm over here with my goals, I'm focused on myself, right? I'm focused on myself. I'm like, this is what I need to do for myself. I don't care what you're eating or not eating. So please stop worrying about what I'm eating and not eating. Because you're only doing it because you're jealous. Because when I was sitting there right there with you, polishing off whole pizzas and burgers and pies and cakes and all of the garbage, you didn't have anything to say about it. But now that I've decided to be healthier and to make better choices for myself, instead of celebrating me or joining me if you don't feel good about yourself, you want to get defensive and try to shame me for doing better for myself. No, don't do that. So you're offering up extra food. You're doing all of the most. You're doing everything other than saying, hey, let me take a page from her book and join her. So I have a friend to lose weight. And then they start talking about how good the food is that they're stuffing down their face that you turned down. They're sitting there like, oh my God. I don't know how you don't want any of this cake. It is so good. Oh my God. It's so fudgy and chocolatey. Oh my God. Oh my God. This burger is so juicy. Look at that. Oh my God. Do you smell it? Look at the cheese just running down over the side. It's so juicy. This is so good. Like, you're really missing out. You don't want any of this? You don't want... Girl, I don't know. I'm going to enjoy myself. Because I don't know how you just eating that salad. How's the salad over there while they're gorging on this burger, right? I'm going to enjoy myself. Okay, great. Enjoy yourself. Who said that I'm not enjoying myself? I'm enjoying having self-control. I'm enjoying having discipline. I'm enjoying the healthy, slim body that not overeating is giving me right now. I'm enjoying having more energy. I'm enjoying being able to walk 2 blocks without having to stop and catch my breath every 2 seconds. I'm enjoying being able to stand up for longer than 5 minutes because my joints aren't inflamed and in pain. I'm enjoying being able to walk into any store and find my size. I'm enjoying being able to throw on any old thing on my body if I need to, run out of the house real quick, and I can still look amazing and put together. That's what I'm enjoying. All right. So make better choices in life. And if you don't want to make better choices in life, that's fine. Don't do it. That's not my business. But don't come for me when I'm trying to make better choices in my life, right? So when you've been a former big back, when you've been somebody who was participating in the unhealthy choices and the unhealthy eating, and you decide that you no longer want to do that, and you're actually doing what you're supposed to be doing, when they see that you're no longer overeating the way that you used to, then they get triggered. They get offended for some reason because you as a grown-ass adult turned down some food because you're not hungry right now. Or because you're no longer snacking, because you don't need to snack. If you're eating good quality meals throughout the day, you don't need to be snacking on all of these chips and junk food and candies and cookies and processed garbage in between meals. You shouldn't have to be snacking in between meals if you're eating quality foods. But you're not eating quality foods, and so you want to be snacking in between meals, and you're left hungry because all those empty calories just pile onto your body, and that's it. So instead of making better choices, they try to shame you and manipulate you, a grown-ass adult, to join them in overeating because your self-control makes them feel bad about themselves. So if my self-control makes you feel bad about yourself, then that's a sign that you need to work on your own self-control. Or not. That's not my business. Do whatever you want to do as a fully grown adult, but you stop trying to force me to eat just because you want to eat, right? So just eat healthier food. Start exercising 5 days a week, right? 3 to 4 times a week. Go for a walk, go to the gym, play a sport. Look for some workout classes in your area. There's so many different ways to get in some exercise on a regular basis, get in some movement, start building some muscle. Muscle helps to burn fat, and muscle is also more dense than fat, right? So it's going to make you look slimmer, more toned. It's going to help you as you age as well. The more muscle that you have on your body, that helps with your bone density as well. That's what you're going to need when you get older. Not all this fat on your body that's going to make you sicker, right? But they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. There's so many great ways to get healthier and work towards losing weight. But instead of that, people prefer to stuff their faces with unhealthy, fatty, greasy foods, stuff your faces with all this sugar, all of this stuff that's breaking down your organs, that's putting stress on your heart, on your arteries, on your body, on your joints. It's aging you so much faster. Not only do you look older, your body feels older. Your joints hurt. Your body hurts. You can't breathe. You can't move without sweating. You can't move without being out of breath for 2 seconds, right? You want to go on a walk with your friend. You can't even do it because you got to stop every 2 seconds because they're out of breath and you just started walking. It hasn't even been 5 minutes and they're already like, wait, I need a break. What the hell? Come on. That's not healthy, but then they're shaming you for trying to be healthy. But you can't walk a full block without having to stop because you're huffing and puffing. Get out of here, please. Please. You know? Don't come and try to shame me for being healthy, to try to shame me because I want to move and breathe and be able to live my life. Not get sick at a young age and then have health problems where you got to be taking medication for the rest of your life now simply because you can put down the fork. And I get, a little upset about it because don't judge me. That's the thing. If you want to do what you want to do, I don't care. I don't care. Eat what you want to eat and do what you want to do. I'm not over there telling you, hey, maybe you should eat less. Hey, maybe you should start working out more. I'm not saying anything to you. You're a grown adult. You know what you need to do if you want to lose weight, right? I don't need to tell you what you need to do. You're an adult. You just like you get up and go to work to a job that you don't like every day. Right? Because you have the discipline to do that, because if you don't do that, you're going to get fired and you're not going to have money. You're not going to have a roof over your head. You're not going to be able to eat all the damn food that you like to eat. Right? So you have discipline with that. Pick up the same discipline when it comes to your health and your body, or not. But if you decide you're not going to do that, then don't come for me. Don't come for me for wanting to do it. Right? Don't come for me because you see me eating healthy. You see that I have discipline and self-control. And now you want to lash out at me because my existence, me doing that, me working on myself is holding up a mirror to you. It's holding up a mirror to you for how you could look, for what you could be doing, for the goals that you could be meeting if you just got out of your own way and made better choices. Right? Anyways. Let me know what you think. Have you had experiences with people like this who try to sabotage you when you're trying to lose weight, or, have a lot of negative things to say when you're trying to lose weight instead of joining you or instead of doing better for themselves? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye.